This is what you have to remember. The average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14.
So let me get this straight.
So just talk to her and deal with her like you dealing with a 14-year-old. Don't come at her like you dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. And we cut off at about 14 or 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information.
Any adult with a working brain understands that groping strangers is out of line behavior. If a man did this, then security would tackle him and charges would be pressed. But see, adult women in public have a lot more allowances or privileges for bad behavior, especially those that are sexual in nature. But shout out to Busta Rhymes for quickly and instantly providing her with her karma.
You need to bring more women for your husband. Trust me, the moment you accept this, your life's gonna change. Men need more than one woman, and men crave more than one woman. See, the thing is, we don't want to say this to ourselves. We prefer to say, I'm enough, but it has nothing to do with you. As a matter of fact, when you understand this and have this real talk with your husband, when you understand this, the bond you have with your husband will be unbreakable.
Post up, round round in it, blast it on that, this diamond, my diamond, this rock, my rock, I woke up like this, I woke up like this, it's flawless, ladies, tell them I woke up like this.
Get that French toast out of here.
But y'all shit on the passport bros for going abroad and looking for women overseas, huh? Meanwhile, y'all down over here in the States and paying for pleasure entertainment. You're literally buying the opportunity to smut yourself out in 4K for everyone to see. Like, can you imagine of these single, hopefully they single, of these ladies, your future husband coming across the video of a large man dripping the grape juice down from your lip down onto your cheek as you very pleasurably close your eyes and experience the soothing sensations onto your supple yet enormous mammary glands for the entire world to see. Can you imagine the horror when he's scrolling across TikTok and he finds that? But nah, you go, girl. You's a queen by every sense meaning of the word. By the way, you should see the comment section of this video is full of women like, oh, send me the contact info. Oh, I can't wait to get them at my private event. Oh, but I will be remiss to say to shout out to that young brother because he's seeing what's going on in the market. He's looking at the marriage rates. He's looking at the divorce rates and he's saying, this is probably a good time to strike in this particular market for this particular type of service. So kudos to you, my young brother. You're a businessman.
What's a straight white man good for?
Straight white men?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
What are straight white men good for?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I don't know.
Do you think straight white men are important?
No.
We're all trash.
What are straight white men good for?
Being rude and making you feel uncomfortable.
Do you think they're important?
No.
So what would you say they're good for? What do you think they're good for in society?
If they give them their bank card, that's pretty good.
Do you think that the system is against anyone who isn't a straight white male?
I mean, I would say it's like a system based on like, heteronormative hegemony and like binary system.
How old are you? No disrespect, because I think we're all an older panel here. That's fine to say.
I'm 40 years old.
You hit the wall. You're like me.
I was married
sister.
for 10 years.
Great. So you got to lower your standards and you will change your life.
I'm not going to lower my standards at all, ever.
But you're living in a pipe dream if you think that you're going to attract a man when you're making multiple six figures. That's going to like be, and I'm sorry, you don't look that sexual to me. I'm just being honest. You don't look like you're giving blowjobs every day. And are you going to be able
I don't want to look like that, by the way.
Okay, great, cool. And let's see what kind of man you get. Do you think that you're going to be able to give up your business if a man comes to you, you're going to walk and drop everything, the covers, because it's clear that your significance is what's driving your life, and you know Tony Robbins' work.
Okay, that's
That's
your opinion.
Would you?
I'm not going to drop anything for any man.
That's right. My point exactly. You're delusional to think you're going to get a high-value man who's going to pay your bills, who you won't suck his dick, and you're not going to drop your six-figure business for him.
Problem.
No, hold on. Let me ask a better question. Why should he handle you?
Because I'm worthy of it.
Really?
Of course.
Why should he handle you at 38 with 2 children when he can go ahead and deal with someone who's 18, no children, doesn't have to handle her, no kids, and quite frankly is probably a better long-term investment for him for a relationship? Men want naturally feminine women just like you want a naturally masculine guy. That's just how it goes. Men and women are different. They're not attracted to a guy that has experience, has ambition, has money, assertive, dominant, masculine. Men are not attracted to that. And unfortunately, women that make money, like yourself, a 6-figure earner, are assertive, dominant, argumentative, not agreeable, loud, interrupt, loud, etc. This is great for making money, being successful. But guess what? Men don't give a shit about that. Why? Because your money is your money. My money is our money.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, it's just for me. It's just, yeah. Let me close this back. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
I'm penning a letter to my husband. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to let it go. Come get me. I do well. My butt is real. And I can pray real good. And my deity has a good fried chicken recipe that I could use for us. So just come get me. Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm officially throwing a white flag. Where are you? Come get me. I love you.
For the life of me, I will never understand why y'all insist on spinning the block at 304 miles per hour while not taking the time to work on becoming marriageable material while literally walking the streets.
I'm ready to retire.
Oh, but you ready to retire though. Guys, this is what you call the epiphany stage, where they've worn out their welcome within the streets and no longer have the fun of their roaring 20s as they're slowly watching the walls close in on them.
I'm ready to let it go.
But now that you've exhausted your youth and more than likely your box under the weight of savages, all of a sudden now you want the best man to settle down with you and pick up the pieces. I think not.
I had dated previously, older gentleman, well-established, also an attorney, recovering attorney actually, because he left
There's a lot of us. There's more of us who used to be lawyers than are lawyers.
Right. Great guy, well-established, all of that. And there was just no chemistry. Like our sense of humor was different. We just didn't connect. And I was very much willing to just live that way because he checked everybody's list. Like, he's a smart guy, he's handsome, he was romantic, all of that. But there was no chemistry, and it was my girlfriends telling me, like, this is it. Like, this is the guy you should be with. We even went ring shopping. Like, I was really ready to take the leap, and that was it. And then ultimately I decided I couldn't live that way. I remember thinking specifically, I don't want to go on a double date sitting across from a couple who has that spark and being confronted with something that I will never have. I decided to walk away from that, and I remember the guy was thinking, like, what are you doing? Because I think he knew what he brought to the table. And I was really fearful when I walked away. And then when I met him, it was what I wanted, which was, I really care about laughing. Like, life is gonna be hard, it's just different types of hard.
Sense of humor, right? Got it. So he's gotta be a comedian as well as a 6-figure earner. I understand, mama. But in all seriousness, though, I acknowledge that there's a degree of chemistry between human beings. But you know what she actually means when she's talking about chemistry up on that stage? It's sexual chemistry. If the young scholar was blowing her complete and ever-loving back out, religiously, she wouldn't care about no goddamn Spark. She wouldn't care about him being Dave Chappelle. She wouldn't give a ish. Sometimes it takes a little bit of decoding from these women in these streets, but trust me, I got you guys. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, let me know what you guys thought about the compilation today. Last but not least, guys, check the links out in the description box down below. If you're interested in supporting your boy via my Patreon, or if you're interested in my masterclass, The Modern Man's Playbook, the link to all of that is down in the description box down below. I mean, if you want to join my mailing list, you can go down there as well. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. That bars need defibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack.